Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 62 of The Complete Game. I'm your host, Curt Schilling. He is the co-host and newly minted father, Gary. What's up, G?
Not much. We're on watch duty right now, actually. So I got a little camera down here in the bottom left. If you see me looking down here, I'm not looking at standings. I am looking at my notes and a little baby Nest cam. So, but yeah, not so new. Not so new. Getting the hang of
Um,
this thing.
wow. Let's get right to it. So Tarik Skubal comes out of the game tonight, and I do not want to be right on this one, but apparently his left side. So we're talking about potential rib cage intercostal kind of a thing. Um, that would be horrific news for Detroit if this, because this is one of those things. If he strained a rib cage or an intercostal, we talked about this. Anytime the soft tissue stuff in your accelerating muscles, you're looking at a couple weeks of downtime because you can't like work it out. You have to let it heal, and it's hard to tell as those things heal when they heal. But you have to let it heal, or you're back to step one 2 weeks from now. So I hope it's nothing serious. He'll know in the morning when he wakes up how bad it is because it'll be just rock solid stiff sore, or he'll be fine moving around. So you'll know in the next 48 to 72 hours whether he picks up a baseball and plays catch or not, how serious that is. Phillies lost Alvarado. He's out for the year. Apparently strained his forearm. Uh, Aaron Judge. I mean, and we said this last episode, he's a victim of his own greatness right now. He's having an unbelievable season, and he passes DiMaggio on the Yankees all-time home run list with
Second at bat of the game. He hit it like
yeah,
480 feet over the monster. Uh, I got a quick question for you about Tarik Skubal because your pick was the Tigers Phillies, I believe, in the World Series.
right.
Is that a scenario where if he misses a round or something like that, you still think they can win without him? Maybe not the whole
No,
the whole thing, but
no. I
okay,
think
so
they
that
need him.
that affects your pick.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's a must-have for them to get where they need to go. I don't know that they have. I don't Mize and Flaherty and those guys. I'm not sure that's enough. Um, and then obviously, you know, Tigers Phillies was kind of counting on Skubal Wheeler game one, and that possibly might not even be an option. So, but it's and this screams 2002 when we come off of the World Series win in 01, and we were running everybody down in 02, and then we had injury. Gonzo gets hurt. We had a bunch of guys get hurt right before the playoffs, and we went up against the Cardinals, and they steamrolled us. We just weren't. We didn't have the roster to compete with them. But on the lines of pitching, Tanner Beebe, 10 punch outs, no walks, complete game shutout tonight for the Indians against the White Sox, following Kevin Gausman last night, who had 9 punch outs and a walk and a two-hitter um, for Toronto against
Yep.
the O's.
Current Blue Jay, former Blue Jay.
So, yep, yep. No, Beebe's getting back to being healthy.
Um, and then we have that
Um,
tie in the AL West.
let's we got to talk about. So we got to talk about, and this won't be not enough going on to have a long episode tonight, but we need to talk quickly about what's happening. First off, the San Francisco Giants have, and well, I don't want to say it's the Giants because they are 7-3 in their last 10, but the New York Mets, my goodness, they are in a free fall.
imploding.
And huh?
Imploding.
Yeah, the Giants are now 1/2 game back of the Mets. And if I was a betting man, you're either going to see a resilient Mets team, or you're going to see the Giants end up beating the Mets by 5 or 6 games because they're just taking off. You sent me the highlight tonight. Patrick Bailey hits a walk-off grand slam in San Francisco. Just a lot of inertia right now in San Francisco, which is amazing to me because if I'm not mistaken, next to the Rockies, the Giants were like the worst team in baseball for an extended period of time.
After the
Right? It
All-Star
was like
break.
a full month. Yeah, since the Devers trade, they were just horrible. and they found their footing. And they're now, I mean, believe it or not, you now have the Diamondbacks. I mean, it's not realistic, I don't think, but the Diamondbacks are what, 3 or 4 back of the Mets now at 73 and
Cardinals are 4
75.
back.
I mean, yep, yep. And we always talk about that. You got to jump teams. You got to jump a bunch of teams, which makes that next to impossible. But the Reds now, I mean, they're legitimately in it for the most part. But and
That
then
was another
the
sneaky
big one, I
wild
think,
card team
over.
of yours.
Well, if we jump over to the West in the other league, I mean, what's going on in Houston? Because
Yeah,
you've got the Rangers in a 5-gamer and the Mariners on a 7-game win streak, and you know the Rangers. If you look at it run differential wise, the Rangers are by far the best team in that 3-man group, and they're now what, 2 back of Houston. Houston is tied with Seattle. And I have not looked at the schedules, but Houston's schedule.
here I got something
Let me
for you
see
on that actually about the
what they're
American
looking.
League West race. If you want to hear, do you buy into strength of schedule when it's this
Yeah,
condensed a part of the season? All right, so here I got some stuff for you. AL West
that's
teams.
yeah. Let me hear it.
Yeah, okay. So in order, the Mariners have the 4th easiest remaining. Then the Astros have 8th, and the Rangers have 11th. I can list some of the teams for you too if you want to hear, but it's
Well, I'm
mo-
looking at so Houston. If we always talk about
most importantly, Houston plays
controlling your
both
own
of them
fate.
3 times each.
Right. Houston, and back to back, by the way. Three, all 6 at home though. Um, Texas comes in for 3, then Seattle comes in for 3, then they finish on the road with 6 and 3 and against the A's, 3 against the Angels. So you're going to have to make up that ground and hold on to it with those 6 games. But they got the Braves coming in. They just beat the crap out of the Braves last night, or tonight. They beat the Braves 11-3. They got the Braves tomorrow, and then a day game, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday with an off day Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Texas is in. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Sunday ESPN game. So, well, that's not a bad thing. Their ESPN game is Sunday in Houston, Sunday night, and then they have a night game in Oakland the following day. So there'll be that's a sucky travel day this late in the year.
Yeah. And then just on the other side of that, in the same wild card race, the Yankees and Red Sox, who I feel like people have kind of given them those top 2 wild card spots. The Yankees have the 3rd easiest strength of schedule left. They play the Orioles 7 times, and they play the Twins and White Sox. And then the Red Sox have the 4th toughest strength of schedule remaining. They play the Blue Jays, Yankees, and Tigers all before they end the season.
Yeah, so the Red Sox are in control of their own fate, and they finished with the Tigers, who might already have wrapped it up, which would be a good thing
Yeah.
for Boston.
And potentially with
Excuse
no
me, but it looks
Skubal,
like,
like you mentioned.
yeah, Boston and the Yankees are probably going to have to play down to the wire. Um, but
And the
the
Yankees took that
Houston,
one tonight, which seems even bigger now.
right, right, yeah,
Also, it was the 2nd no hitter in a week broken up by a home run.
oh, yeah. That's weird. And then what else is going on? Well, Jacob DeGrom got after it in New York. They beat the Mets. The Rangers beat the Mets, and he apparently had a good game. Was averaging, I guess, 98 on his fastball, um, which I don't really care, but that's
Just a
he's
tough,
back.
tough draw for the Mets. When you're in a
Huh?
free fall, just a tough, tough draw for the Mets when you're in a free fall
Yeah,
like that to get Jake DeGrom when you need to
yeah.
break out of a slump.
Grom gave up 4 hits over 7.
Do you think
So
that anyone I mean, I know it's a little bit different now, but do you think that anyone in that locker room knows their strength of schedule or their betting odds to make the playoffs right now?
that stuff was never. I can't speak to the players now, but that was never. You knew the schedule because as the Red Sox, you knew the teams you were chasing were on the schedule, right? So you were still in a sense, controlling your own destiny. I was always aware of those kind of things. Where it sucks is when you've got 15 games left and none of those games are against the teams you're chasing, because then you're scoreboard watching every night because it doesn't matter. You have to win, obviously, but then you're waiting for other people to do stuff. So you're watching baseball with a little different. It's the one time players are glued around the TV actually watching baseball
Yeah, every
because
game.
yeah, and you're rooting for guys that you don't like. You're rooting for guys that you played against in weird situations, and but at least you're not the Rockies. We were talking about that before the show, and I'm just mortified by what's happened in Colorado. That I mean, a minus 386 run differential, and what is it? They got 14 games left, and if they win 14 in a row, they'll be 55 and 107. And it really is a situation where I think you have to completely gut it and start over with a new philosophy and a new approach and a new process, because the one that got you here is clearly one of the worst processes and approaches in baseball. And I can't imagine any of that being what a nightmare. I can't even imagine going to the ballpark. And I like I said, God bless the fans in Colorado for showing up.
Yeah, I was saying when we were talking about that before the show, I was saying you can't even think of a drinking game. Like there has to be some other sort of incentive for you to want to go to that game as a fan or want to
Yep.
watch it at home.
Yep.
God forbid, watch it at home on TV with everything you can watch now.
Yeah, and I told you that's a really good fan base, a really devoted, committed, enthusiastic fan base that nobody deserves to see the things that they're seeing. And the players, I mean, my God, there's that I don't care. And fans are like, oh, they're making all it doesn't matter what they're making. That's a miserable existence to show up to the ballpark every day, getting your ass handed to you day after day after day. So
Well, I'm a football and hockey fan, so I know that Denver loves sports. So
yeah,
that's what I mean. It's tough to see that place completely empty,
yep, yep.
and it's a
But
great ballpark.
yeah, I mean, I hate it as a pitcher, but
Yeah.
you know, the fact that they're the second lowest scoring team in Major League Baseball by 17 runs. That is stunning to me. Even in their worst years, they're mid-pack because of the ballpark, and that's not even the case this year. So, yeah, not fun. What do we got?
The only team that scored less than them is the team that Paul Skeens needs run support from.
Yep, yep.
I was trying to find it.
They
There
scored
was I
17
thought I
fewer
saw.
runs and won 23 more games. Unbelievable. And they've
I
lost
think
7 in a row, by the way.
I think I sent it to you. I don't know if you saw it, but did you see the kid pulling the baseball card of Jacob Mizorowski?
Oh, the Mizorowski fan.
Yeah, the little kid who pulled the card of him, and they invited him out to the game, and he signed it and opened a bunch of cards with him. That stuff's awesome.
All right. What do we got this week? We got teammate.
You want to play a game? We save the put them togethers for Sunday usually.
All right.
We got guess your teammate with 5 clues, ranging from difficult to easy, with a former teammate of my dad's. First clue. I played for one team my entire career, hitting over 400 home runs and batting a career 276 for this American League ball club.
Cal Ripken.
It's so hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cal Ripken.
Well, yeah.
You know how long I debated about like that clue's too good, that clue's too easy.
Yeah, clue that should have been
Cal
like
Ripken. He has no like mediocre stat that you can give.
no. It's really hard. The one team should have maybe been like the third clue, because what did he play? 20 years.
But that's 21. Like every single thing about him is like 19 All-Star games, 2 MVPs. Like he couldn't just win one or have 10 All-Star games.
Right.
Like every single thing about him is like unique. It's annoying. So I figured, I'm getting so deep into this now where it's like the only guys left are like the Cal Ripkens. So like I just got to get some of them out of the way.
Eddie Murray.
And also my son, who is 3 weeks old on Saturday, is sleeping behind me. So it's good that you got that one quick. I don't need to be cackling, laughing about stumping you in here. But
Hey, you guys, thanks again for checking in. Please hit subscribe and like, spread the word. And we will catch up with you guys on Sunday. Have a great
getting
weekend. Love you,
getting
buddy. I'll
uh
talk to you Sunday.
getting close to October. Yep, I'll talk to you on
Yep,
Sunday. We're gonna have
getting
some
getting
preview
crunch
coming up.
time. And like I said, we'll if something happens between now and Sunday big, we'll hop in with a quick pinch hit. So, all right, talk to you, buddy.
See you guys.